Greetings, fellow Transformers fans, and welcome back to another Transformers Earth Wars video. I know it's been a long time between streams and videos. Thank you all for bearing with me through this, and I just wanted to get this one done because this is, I feel, is an important one to address. And as the title basically says, is Transformers Earth Wars worth playing in 2022? Yes, another year has gone by. We're going on 6, 7 years of this game here now, so I really wanted to cater this to not only everybody to sort of reflect, but also to those new players out there who may be interested in the game. So we'll dive into a bit of the history. We'll talk about what keeps me playing, talk about how the co-op and PvP sort of works, all the modes, the graphics, the sound, the references, the story arcs, the lore, the events, all the great things about this game. I definitely would like to address all these points, and you can make it a more of an informed decision if it is either worth continuing to play, or if you're picking it up for the first time, if you think this is a game suited for you. If you're a Transformers fan, you're not playing this game, I'm telling you now, you are missing out. So there is some great stuff in this game. So let's jump into the game and take a better look. Cool. So just touching firstly about Transformers Earth Wars here, just in general. It's basically a free-to-play game by Space 8 Games, who are based in London and the UK on planet Earth. They've been around, those developers have been around since about 2012. This game was launched in 2016 in like a beta sort of state. I was one of the first to jump onto that and start playing it straight away. Shortly after I started making videos, if you go back to all my videos, you'll see all those sort of videos there. I've actually been on the live streams with the developers there as well. I've done some really cool voice acting and stuff like that. There's some videos of my playlist there in the Earth Wars playlist. So 2016, yeah, they've got a couple other games. The most recent one they've released is one called Beatstar. I've never really checked it out. Some sort of music game sort of thing. There is some Transformer songs tied in that. There is a bit of crossover here with stuff and everything. And if you probably tune into the live streams that Space Ape do every week, you'll notice some familiar faces there every time. You've got Fabian and Jonas. They're two of the main sort of developers assigned to the game. They're really passionate about the game. They actually play it themselves. They're avid Transformers fans. They know about the lore. They know the characters and everything. So it's great that this game is in such good hands, and it always has been. Prior to that, we had a fellow named Adam. I'm not sure if he's still in the background there working or anything, but he was really cool, really into the Transformers and everything as well. Heaps of references. Really love the lore and everything. And you can see the love and passion for this that they have in this game. Some of the actual story arcs and bios and everything are helped written by Simon Furman, who, if you know Transformers, is the vivid Transformers comic book writer, going all the way back to the Marvel days in the UK. And most recently, he's launched his own sort of thing as well, but he's still doing some Transformers stuff. He's done the whole that subscription one you had to sign up for, the big books and stuff. So yeah, those are the people under the hood. Very, very good. They very communication is very good. I'm part of the partner program. There's about 6 of us there who cover the game. I'm one of the obviously, as you know, dedicated Decepticon players. So everything around my channel and my content is themed towards Decepticons, which you all seem to love. Aside from that, they do have their own sort of Discord there as well. There's loads of channels in there, and they actually have a VIP program as well, where you get accepted or offered it, and that gives you sort of special prizes at the start of every month. They're quite good, usually in the thousands of sort of crystals and that sort of stuff. Can really help you out. And yeah, and obviously I give out my own sort of crystal chests and stuff as well on my stream. So if you're after some free sort of loot, if you're just getting started, tune into my streams there every sort of Sunday, and you can get yourself some cool loot and prizes. So this is, as you can see, an RTS game. So you've got your base, you've got your map and that sort of stuff. So it's RTS. I'm moving around with the mouse here, or your pointer or whatever. This game is available. It's free to play. It's on the iOS devices. It's on Android devices. And I play it exclusively here on BlueStacks on my PC, which is like an Android emulator. Completely legal, completely fine. They're actually sponsored by BlueStacks in the game. You go into BlueStacks, there's Transformers banners coming up all the time. So they've actually got some sort of sponsorship sort of thing there going there, I think, or they're just promoting it. I don't know how all that works, but yeah, it's completely legal. It runs really, really great. You can put the DPI of the graphics up even. So I've got this up to about 380. I can run even 580. Everything looks really crisp, really nice. I can get, between 60 and 100 FPS if I wanted to really crank it up. But for the sake of my streams, I usually leave it how it is at the moment. So We'll dive more about how the game sort of works here in a moment. But basically, going back to the history, this launched back in 2016. I've been playing it since. I've had test access there. There's actually a test server we can actually get access to earlier sort of stuff. They've sort of stopped giving me that sort of access there lately because I just find it just doesn't tie up too well with the releases. I really get them too late and they release the next day sort of thing. But back in my earlier sort of videos, you would have seen I had access to like combiners and certain characters a week or 2 weeks before they even came into the game, which was quite nice. But here's what it is at the moment. They do things a little bit differently there, and it's all fine because I always jump into my streams and we have the new characters there, and we have them all to show off, and it's really, really cool. So breaking down how this game sort of works. It's a mix of PvP and sort of co-op. It'd really be best just to explain the different sort of modes. So you've got, firstly, you got your base. Really, everything in the game kicks off when you're level 17 or 15 upwards on your HQ, because then you'll get access to Triptychon over here, is one of the latest additions to the game. Absolutely amazing asset to have on your team. He levels up passively with his own sort of thing. Got points here I need to assign. Also got your combiners down here, but we'll talk about all that in a moment. So I must emphasize, you're a new player, you're not going to have access to a lot of these things, but you should have access to majority of the modes though. So the modes are available there to you. You firstly got this campaign when you first join the game. See if I can scroll. This doesn't work. Here we go. This should work. Well, if you're just starting the game, you'll be presented with like this one here, where you get Megatron. You will get a 2-star Megatron at the end. Now he can help you obviously get through most of everything else. And then you get like a gunner. You get Swindle. Obviously, as you know, this is all Decepticon related. You will get the equivalent of Autobots. All the factions are basically replicated across. There's no balancing issues. So if I've got Hook here, you've got First Aid. They've got exactly the same abilities. They're just an Autobot. So you get a healer there. You get Shrapnel there. You get Starscream there with his crown, and then you get a combiner. You get the combiner lab there, so you can start doing combiners. There's a few other extra campaigns here. Overlord one here, you can get Overlord as a combiner, the Helio Harvester to get some better rewards, and then the last campaign will be Triptychon. Now, I'm pretty sure you need to be like HQ 15 or something above to get access to that one. The way this all sort of works is you do have these fuel cells. You get 50 cells. They do charge every 5 minutes, I think it is. You get 5 every 5 minutes. So I rarely find myself out unless I'm doing like a good hard 2-hour stint. Sometimes in my streams I have run out and we kind of just have to sit around and wait and talk about other stuff, but that's pretty rare. On the weekends you can pay for these to get more. So if you actually go into here, how the free to play sort of economy sort of works is you've got these things called cyber coins. So the cyber coins can be used to purchase anything and everything resource related in the game. So if you need more fuel cells or whatever, you've also got these bundles, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So back to the battles here. So you've got the campaign mode, which is covered there. The next thing you've got would be the attack on rival. And this is truly just PvP. How this works is that you load up a squad. So I've got access to 14 different squads. You'll probably only have 3 or 5 when you first start. So I've got the squad here. I've got Triptychon with me. I can equip a combiner as well. That costs 4, which you earn passively throughout the game there as well. And we can just click battle. We choose a different sort of zones. So all different sort of players' bases are based on their level and their power, on what their defenses are, the bots inside that are defending, all sorts of stuff. So we're going to go after this zone here, zone 14. It's slightly under. This squad is at level 20,000, 19,000. We press battle. We get these awesome artwork that they've done throughout the game, and you can see down the bottom of the screen there, you've got some rewards that show up. So we're going to be getting Energon, Alloy, XP, and some medals, and Triptychon will actually get some XP as well. How the PvP works, obviously, the other player is not actually playing. We're just attacking their base. However, they've got bots that come out of these out of the outposts, and if they have a combiner will also be deployed. And if they've got Metroplex on defense, same as my Triptychon, he would be over here as well. They've got a combiner at the back there. It doesn't look like their beacon is active though. No, they have not. So we can go ahead and just deploy here. We've got all kinds of different abilities. You get these from different sort of crystals and stuff. So I've got a Kremzik here. We can just put it off. And how this works is your bots have all got their different sort of abilities. Obviously the jets can attack. And you've got also kinds of different sort of passive abilities. We'll see here. So we'll launch Skywarp, one of my favorites. from Skyhawk will freeze the buildings, the Sky will put acid down, the acid will then spread, and there's the Kremzik going crazy. Now you can actually use Triptychon here as well. Boom. We can launch some missiles this way. You can speed up time as well. You've got bots that can hack things. You've got healers. A Megatron here who can charge all your troops. We've got our Combiner here as well, so we can deploy Metasaur. And the way that they've done this is absolutely amazing. Like, look at this transformation. Absolutely awesome. So I just love doing these every day, attacking, doing battles, getting resources, leveling up bots I want to level up. So that's what keeps me really playing this game. Alright, we're just going to fast forward through this battle. I'm sure you've all seen this 40 million times. But this is the core part of the game, is attacking player bases, really. That's what it's all about. It's about the power of your squad and power of your defenses. Reaping the rewards. You'll see here that our bots get XP, they'll level up. Most of mine are heading towards the end game at level 60, and then when they reach that, they can, when they reach their like level 11 ability, level 10 ability, you can get level 11 ability, which costs Z Energon to use Spark and all that kind of stuff. So that's the basic sort of modes. Next mode here is called Elimination Mode. This is a PvP mode where you can only use the bots that you choose in your squad once, and you actually collect the Z Energon. The Z Energon is then used to make like level 17 buildings, defenses, and also level 11 abilities for your squad members. Titan Assault is one of the newest ones, where you go on this tree here with Triptychon. You're solely just using Triptychon, you're attacking bases as Triptychon, and you're also fighting Metroplex 1v1. Obviously it's AI driven, but you're in control of Triptychon. It's pretty basic, but it's really cool. It's something different. You've got all these different things to go through. These are all time based, so this will end on a Friday night for me. This will end if I run out of turns, if I can't progress, if I die 3 times, it's over. This all resets, but he gets XP, and then you can level Triptychon up. There's so many things going on in this game. It's great. So usually my usual rotation is I'll get up in the morning, I'll do some attacks, get some resources together, and the next thing to have a look at it, hey, is my alliance doing an alliance war? So this is the co-op sort of part to it, where your alliance will go up against another alliance. At the moment we are winning 945 versus 360. You can see the bases that we're trying to take out here. So these are their defenses here. You can actually watch the, you can see the leaderboard, see who's leading, you can see defenses, how many times we've defended. So we've only had 1 defense against that. And yeah, so basically if I go into battle on that, you'll see the same thing again, where I go in battle, I'll then score points for our alliance, and it's split up, and then we go into different sort of tiers here. At the moment we're in silver. We usually dip between gold and silver. The league that I'm in is sort of players that are more on my sort of level. So yeah, I'm HQ 17, 20,000 squad. It's not top tier, but like it's okay. It gets me by. I can play everything that I want to play. There's just certain defenses and stuff I come across that I just can't attack. The graphics, as I said, talking about the graphics, absolutely amazing. You can actually jump in to the team and have a look at the characters in here as well. He's got a skin on, that's why he looks a bit war torn. Absolutely awesome. It's absolutely no issues I've ever encountered with performance in this game relating to FPS or responsive or bugs or issues. There is known issues with certain abilities of certain characters, but I hardly ever notice it. Yeah, so that covers the graphics. The sound is absolutely amazing. You've heard all the transformation sounds going on there and everything. It's all to the point. Obviously signed off by Hasbro. They've obviously got some awesome audio bits that have been given. Even like Triptychon when he transforms, see Dibon flying around there. Everything is exactly how you would imagine it from any other sort of Transformers game. In terms of the references in that, everything is basically Space Ape's own sort of lore mixed with Simon Furman, mixed with Hasbro, mixed with Transformers. It's kind of off on its own. This doesn't follow like G1 or anything like that. It's just its own sort of thing. So you've got all different kinds of Transformers coming in through here from all different sort of types. So you've got Armada Megatron, for example. You've got Nemesis Prime. You've got the G.I. Joe crossover characters. Night Raven here. You've got Rodimus Uchronus from the Titans Return series. You've got the Sharticon, who's actually like a neutral character you can use on both sides of the team. Then you got all the G1 and even G2, G3 sort of characters and the Japanese ones as well. Beast Wars, the Beast Wars characters are all in here, even the Beast Wars Combiner. You got the movie characters, you got the Japanese ones here, so Leo Zack, forms Leo Kaiser, Impactor, got the Terracons. Every Transformer you can think of is almost in this game. There is a few that are still missing, but obviously Sinister is one of the newest ones they released a couple of weeks ago. That brings us to the next part there about the events. So the events obviously are always catered around a new bot being released. So one of the most recent ones was Spinister here, where you had to compete in like an alliance event and score points for your alliance. You go up in the tier collecting prizes, and in those prizes would be a chance crystal to get Spinister. Now obviously that's where the RNG comes into play, being a free-to-play game. So you're not actually guaranteed to get that character. However, there has been some events where you get guaranteed sort of prizes. So how the economy all sort of works is in here in the crystals. So I've got a bunch of crystals in here. I've actually got a 4-star crystal in here. So that will guarantee me a 4-star character or a duplicate, giving me then 5-star shards. And these premium crystals here, way that these work, these are the drop rate. So you had a 1% chance to get a 4-star character, a 9% chance to get a 3-star, a 2-star, 90% chance to get 2-star. Not the greatest, however, once you get all the 3-star characters, like I have, I've got all the 3-star characters in the game, that will then continuously give you shards for 4-star characters. And the 4-star ones is the ones that you really want. And then, obviously, then on top of that is the 5-star. Unfortunately, that the 2-stars do drop the highest at 90%. However, that then gives you 3 shards. And then if you've got those shards, you can then, at the moment, actually save them for a Triptychon 4-star part. So there also is lots of other things in regards to research. So, I'm researching bots here at the moment. So if somebody has reached a max level, you then put them into research. You can level this up so you can do 2 at a time. I've got 2 going in here at the moment. I'm leveling up Scavenger and Mixmaster. They all just cost Energon and usually Spark if you want to level up their abilities. But the Energon you get from just attacking other players. You can then also level up your Combiners. Same sort of deal. Just costs Combiner Sparks at the moment. My 4-star Devastator is leveling up. These can take a long time. Sometimes you can speed them up by paying for them. But we've got all these other ones here that are sort of max level and whatnot. Now, in order to get these, you have to obviously collect the other characters. If you want the 4-star version, you have to get the 4-star. But the good thing is you can get a 3-star version. 3 stars aren't that great. However, they can be used in the lower sort of tier battles, and that can be quite good on defense. So I've got my Bruticus character actually on defense on my base here at the moment with this beacon here. You can assign his abilities and all that kind of stuff. You've got shields you can turn on and off as well, same as any other sort of RTS game. You can level up all your buildings. Geez, yeah, there's so much stuff going on. The other thing I've skipped over here was the combat bots. These were our latest edition, probably what, God, 2 years ago, a year ago, can't remember now. And cores. So cores you can put on. These are the combat bots here. So these are actually become weapons that they actually hold in their hands, and you'll see them. So if we have a look at Aimless on Trigger Happy, you'll see him actually standing by his side there. And usually he'll actually, in the other screens when you're playing, he'll actually be holding him in hand. It's really well done. So there's different sort of ones. You've got melee ones, you've got gun ones, you've got flying ones, all kinds of things. They're all loosely from all the Titans Return sort of mode, from that lore and all that sort of stuff, and earlier sort of G2 Headmaster era. The combat bots can equip you. You can then also put cores on your bots as well, which you saw here. Got a thing called Prime Cores. These come around in events every now and then. You can put them on. So everything from Nexus Prime, Megatronus, Primer, Legion Mexio, Quintus Prime, Alchemist Prime. These all do different sort of. Then you've got your G1 sort of cores as well, which you can actually enhance the character, give them sort of like some G1 sort of look, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, there's an endless amount of all these that come around. What was the other thing here? So obviously the bots here are on defense. You can level up all your buildings here, and you're obviously continuously harvesting Energon. This just passively happens in the background. You can boost it here with your Helio Harvester, which you can do with Alloy. Alloy is very easy to get. You got your ore here for your combiners that passively just farms itself. And yeah, the crystals is the main thing you really want to be striving for to collect. And get all your 3-star characters out of the way, then work on your 4 stars. Start leveling up all your 4 stars. It's the most important thing to do is to focus on your offense, because if you don't have a good offense, you're going to miss out on doing anything decent in the events, getting any sort of decent rewards. So it's good to have, some powerful bots like this and working towards getting the 5 stars. When the events come around that give you 5-star shards or a 5-star bot, you've got to jump on them. Help out your alliance on the weekends. The other thing that one of the other modes I missed, sorry, was the raids. So the way the raids actually work is you've got 700, so you got 7 goes at attacking these bases. They're Cybertron based, so they're like got that Cybertron sort of look. And you can actually attack Metroplex. Now I can't actually show you because I think we've defeated him. I've already finished all my goes, but I can quickly just scout and show you what this looks like. This is Metroplex in his sort of city form. It looks like here. So your job is to deploy here, do some damage, and then jump out. And the next player in the alliance would jump in, have his turn, jump out, etc., etc. You can see how the buildings have got health bars. The idea is to work them, get them through them, and then take him out. He does a lot of damage though, so depending on, this is on medium difficulty, not too bad, but hard is like almost impossible for me. Even with the good combine, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the raids are heaps fun. That's on Tuesday nights for me. It goes from Tuesday to like Wednesday/Thursday. Usually 2 days. So I usually smash mine out and all the one sort of night there, depending on what squads I want to use. And then I just cycle through all the different sort of modes here. So yeah, I can't highly recommend this game enough. Absolutely awesome. If you're a Transformers fan, if you love RTS strategy sort of games like Command and Conquer, that sort of stuff there, if you're old school like me. Or even if you're new, if you're like games on your phone and stuff. I occasionally will play this on my phone if I'm on the couch and I'm bored out of my brain. I will jump it out and play it on my phone, but I avidly prefer to play it on my desktop PC because obviously it looks way better. I love mouse control and everything, and I find it easier to multitask, and I can have this open whilst working or doing other stuff and just having all these things running in the background, just keeping an eye on stuff, seeing if I'm being attacked. Seeing my research is finishing, I can see here that the combiner's running out in a minute. I better go do some more attacks. But yeah, the events are pretty much every weekend there is an event, which is absolutely awesome. It's more of like a live service sort of game, which I love. I love those live service sort of games. Games like Apex Legends that I play a lot, and everything that has live content happening all the time. So this is every single weekend there is an event. It's either an individual event where you just go in, do some battles in the zones, get the points, and move up the ladder and get all the rewards. The rewards are usually like crystals, spark, anything to help you progress in the game. But obviously there is that chance you get those chance crystals, and sometimes they're not so great. But that's just what it is. Sometimes you can get really lucky. I've had some really great success. If you have a look at all my previous videos and streams, there's things I've opened not expecting anything, and boom, brand new character. Sometimes it happens like 4 times in a row. It's straight up just chance, and that's the way the economy sort of works. It's not really going to change. They did obviously disclose the drop rates, which is great. That obviously has been enforced by law there a couple of years ago there now. But this game is not going anywhere. It's been around since 2016. They've just had their whole Christmas event. They put up a big post in their Discord saying, they've got all these exciting ideas for the future. They're usually pretty close lip about that sort of stuff. I do have some exclusive stuff I do release on my channel every now and then about, like you would have seen the most recent stream I did announcing the new 5-star characters coming to the game. The developers do give us that information sometimes for us to share with you. If you are new around here, do smash that like button here for us today. Let me know what you think about this game. If you're a long-term player, which I'm assuming most of my subscribers are, let us know what your favorite part of the game is. Why do you think it is worth playing in 2022? What keeps you playing? I really want to know what you guys think. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that sub button. We do Transformers Earth Wars content here every week. We have live streams where we give away prizes. You can even become a member like these awesome guys at the top here, guys and girls, and you can actually gain access to the members only section in my Discord and get access to actually winning some figures. I just sent away a Sharkticon figure to someone and a Siege Impactor figure to someone there today. So you can win some awesome sort of figures. I try to give back to the community here because you guys give me so much love and respect there for being a Decepticon player and Earth content creator. So I definitely think this game is worth playing. I love that it's free to play. I think the economy is quite fair for what it gives. It's not the worst, but it is fair. You know what you're getting. There is that chance. Sometimes it does pay off, sometimes it doesn't. However, I do feel the events are quite good. The events are probably your best way to get new bots and free rewards. So you can absolutely play this 100% free. Most of the time, I play this 100% free. It's only on the weekends where I'll actually go and buy some coins for cells, so I can just grind through the whole event, not having to sit around and wait for my cells to recharge. So that's like, $30 a weekend for me. For a bit of entertainment, that's okay for me. I'm all right with that. But it's when it comes to chucking $30 down for a crystal with a chance for a character you want, that's when you can really feel quite sour about the drop rates and stuff. So just be careful with that. Spend wisely there. But I'm happily chucking money down there for the cells and stuff on the weekend there to do a long stream, long sort of stint there in the event, so I can really get those cool sort of free rewards, because they only come around in those events most of the time. They never should usually return. If they do return, it's in some other sort of format, or they're just hard to get. So like Spinister, for example, there's no way you'd be able to get him unless he's in the normal rotation, but the chances for him dropping a 4-star are pretty much almost impossible, less than 1%. So do the events and you'll love it. Work your way up the ladder in the HQ level. Get your HQ up to HQ 17 as fast as you can. Just do everything to level up all your abilities, your buildings, to then gain access to your player level up at the top left here. That will then get you access to the higher HQs, and then you'll have access to all the end game content like you see here. Like today, I'm going to be finishing off some stuff on Triptychon. I'm going to go through and do elimination mode. And hopefully we'll win this alliance where we can get back up into gold, and we can have a better chance of getting some other rewards. And checking out what in the bundles here today, yeah, there's nothing really worth buying. I mean, maybe if you're after that character, you give that a try, but it's a bit of a chance. Cool. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to know what you think. Let's everybody comment down below. If we can get at least let's say 30 likes on this video, that'd be much appreciated. Share this one around to all your Discord channels there for us, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.